Welcome to Full Frontal. I'm Samantha B. Like many Americans, I was excited last Thursday when President Biden announced new COVID vaccine mandates affecting about 100 million Americans. Why? Because I'd like life to return back to a normal that doesn't involve getting yelled at by psychopaths while I shop for fruit. Unfortunately, and you are not going to believe this, conservatives don't feel the same way.
We begin with one of the most heinous displays we've ever seen from a president. I'm talking, of course, about Joe Biden's angry anti-American vaccine mandate push earlier today.
This is an unprecedented assumption of federal mandate authority that really disrupts and divides the country.
Now Joe Biden's threatening the unvaccinated more than he's threatening the Taliban.
You would expect words like that from the president, maybe of communist China or of North Korea, but you don't expect words like that coming out of the mouth of the president of the United States.
Okay, you don't need to say communist China every time. It's like referring to Boston as racist Boston. Like, we know, dude. First of all, the mandate doesn't apply to everyone. It's mostly for federal workers, federal contractors, and employees of large businesses. And if you work for a private business and you still don't want to get the shot, you don't even have to. You can just undergo weekly testing instead. And it's so much easier than the other tests you have to take at work, pretending you're happy. And before you dipshits in tricorn hats you bought at Spirit of Halloween say anything, legal experts say Biden's mandates are well within his constitutional power. Sorry. Biden's move is grounded in powers granted to him by Congress, and the Supreme Court itself has twice upheld state or local vaccine mandates in the past. Seriously, even George Washington required his troops to get vaccinated, and that was back when God was still real. Also, the pure hypocrisy on display from Republicans who slam the mandates one minute and then tout the benefit of vaccines the next.
If a government agency in the state of Florida forces a vaccine as a condition to employment, that violates Florida law. The vaccines protect you. Get vaccinated, and then live your life as if you're protected.
And I can tell you, Nebraska will push back, fight back with any tool we can find against this huge and stunning overreach of federal power.
This is how we get through the pandemic. By getting vaccines, we develop the antibodies that when enough people have those antibodies, the virus won't be able to transmit anymore.
I think it's just political theater, and I'm not for mandates.
If you haven't been vaccinated regarding the COVID problem, you need to get vaccinated.
It's kind of like when Nickelodeon told kids to stay off drugs while also playing Rocko's Modern Life for 3 hours a day. And that itself was just a gateway drug to cat dog. And while we're on the subject of abominations of nature, it's funny GOP leaders are banning vaccine mandates, considering they never gave a shit about the ones their states already had for decades, like the shots kids have to get before attending school. Because, not to get too real, in all seriousness, my generation should be the last to have a friend die of the cooties. May you circle, in heaven. This isn't complicated. Vaccines save lives, and the majority of Americans support mandates. Republicans need to be honest. They are not scared of the vaccine, and they're not scared of mandates that have centuries-long precedent. They're only scared of one thing: the hate-filled, conspiracy-loving base they've cultivated. But you know what? It's their problem. They need to court voters who cosplay as caveman Vikings, not ours. The rest of us just want to buy our fruit in peace. Get the goddamn shot. We'll be right back. Aw, thanks for watching. If you'd like to hear more from Full Frontal, hit subscribe and visit our page for more videos. Or if you'd like to be radicalized, leave YouTube on autoplay.